changing my life. Ooh, I'm changing, rearranging my life. Oh, baby, changing my life. I was a fool for cheating on you. So I know about that Johnny Taylor. Good God Almighty. I've been checking out a whole lot of old school Johnny Taylor joints. Johnny Taylor just was the soul philosopher. Shout out to Duncan Knees. But I guess I'm finally at a place where I can actually talk about and give my thoughts on the whole Shaquilla Robinson situation or murder that occurred last month? Or maybe earlier this last month? Late last month, October. That occurred in Cabo. It's a case of never take parasites to paradise. And when it first happened, when I was hearing about it and then seeing the videos, I was kind of frozen. I couldn't really say anything about it because it moved me. I was trying to get the feeling that when I saw the video of what I saw, and there was a feeling that went through my body of sadness and anger, and I felt tears about to well up in my eyes, and it just felt uncomfortable. And that's the same feeling, that I had. I remember it had to be really recent. And then I thought about it. I said, that's the same feeling I had when I saw the video of Will Smith going up there smacking Chris Rock. I just felt uneasy. It was just something that, like, you can believe that you were watching. And also, when I started thinking about it, as I was listening to other people's commentary and they was posing questions, why did she fight back and all of this, right? And so I began to go into a deeper emotional or depressive stupor when I began to, the word is called empathize. What the young woman was going through at that moment, I began to, it was almost like empathically, I began to feel the fear that she must have felt. And there's also, it took me to when I watched, it took me to the feelings of when I watched the video of Eric Garner being choked to death. Y'all remember that video? He was the cop. Everybody was yelling and screaming and stopped, but that one particular skinny cop just had his arm around his neck, and all the cops stood around and blocked people from helping. And so, and that bothered me to watch him just suffer, and people stood around and watched him suffer, and there was an uneasy feeling of anger and almost like revenge or something when you see that. And so there's another one, even, the Philando Castillo, when he was doing everything he was supposed to do, and that damn cop still shot the man about 5-6 times. The man that, I see those feelings of, you could just jump through that damn video and take everybody out, including the people standing around and watching it. And so that's the feeling I got as I watched that video of the young woman being pulverized and physically assaulted by an animal, a monster, a soulless son of a bitch. And also the George Floyd video comes to mind. That uneasiness of, you're just angry, like, damn, if I was there. You just say, if I were there, I couldn't have stood by and watched that happen. And so with all of those people, Castillo, Eric Garner, what was I mentioning? Eric Garner, Castillo, George Floyd, stuff that we saw, that trauma, and that girl beating her naked, and then that girly man, ooh, Quayla, you ain't gonna hit back or nothing. That right there could have sent me through the video to choke his ass out. All of that bothers me. I can't stand to see people, like taken advantage of or set up or, dogged out like that. I don't respond well to that. And I've been very fortunate not to be present when something like that is going on. And so it took me a while to process all of that, what I saw in that video, because it's about seeing what else is coming out. So a lot of information has come out to the point now where the Mexican government has reportedly asked for the extradition of the main murderer. Well, no, because it was Dejanay, and then you had Winter. Winter is the one who supposedly choked her out. Y'all heard all the story. I don't have to go over everything that happened. We've all been paying attention to the news. We've all been paying attention to all of that. I'm just giving y'all my thoughts on it and how it bothered me. Even as I'm feeling a certain type of way right now, as I talk about it, because it's that same feeling of like you can just, whoo, as the old folks say, you so lucky I'm a Christian. But I'm not that. You so lucky. It's just I have to make sure when I decide to do that, I've crossed all my T's and dotted all my I's. When I decide to, should there be a time when I decide to say, okay, this is the day. I want to make sure, it won't be in vain. So and it just, I just feel it's a feeling. Almost like standing there watching something go down is so heinous and evil in intent. And so as I watched that video, it took me back to all those folks. And go back to what I was feeling when she was when stuff was happening to her, and people even in the comments were like, how come she wasn't fighting back? I said, it took me back to when George Floyd when he yelled out, like, somebody help me. And people standing around screaming, nobody helped him. Say what you want to say about the situation. I know what I saw and what I heard. It can be interpreted all kinds of ways. But you get to, when he started yelling, people who are not there, yelling for mama. Some people say it was the white girlfriend or his own mother. But you land there and said, like, somebody help me. You stand there and watch somebody suffer. And that's what that cameraman did, and everybody in that room, y'all watched that young woman suffer. And I think when as I empathically felt what she was going through, and that's what that drummed up the tears in my eyes, because it's like, poor thing. She understood at that moment there's a possibility she wasn't going to make it out, because nobody there even gave an inkling of that they were trying to help, which led all of us to believe that it was a setup. Nobody. And y'all, I don't know if y'all ever been in that situation when somebody's about to jump you, or something, or someone is jumping you, whether you deserved it or not. Enough is enough. Can we say that? And people are standing around and watching you die, or watching you get damn near beat to death. That is a sinking feeling that no one should ever have to experience. It makes me think about how many of our ancestors have had to stand there and just like, Lord, only you can help me now, and nothing happens as they continue to be beaten or shot or hanged or burned to death. And yes, I'm going there. But that's what it was. That young woman there, regardless of what we thought about her, or what I thought about her lifestyle or whatever, I don't do well at watching stuff like that. And so, when and the little weird ass dude, how come you don't fight back to Quayla or the dog? He had nothing like dog, like kids. And so, they stood there and they watched, and it was just awful. And she knew at that moment, like George Floyd knew, like Eric Garner, like Philando as he lay dying from the shots, as all of them understood, like, damn, it was pretty much on their own. Wasn't nobody coming to help them. You know, it's just, it's amazing that people can do that. And that's what she just kind of, and people, you understand that sometimes when they hit you like that, you're like, well, damn, it catch you off guard and you're shocked, and it's like it renders you powerless. It's like a final fear, or it's almost like a fear of, it's not even a fear, it's like you kind of let go and just like, it's like you just go ahead and accept the fate. Cause I think that's what she did. She said, you gonna hit back? You're like, no, because she was still under the impression, y'all don't understand what a hurt is. The hurt comes from, and the problem from a lot of folks, I know for me, that she was under the impression that she was with friends. That the person who was beating her was her friend. The punk who was holding the camera was her friend. The people all in the room was her friend. And what took her out, and I need y'all to understand, psychologically speaking, what took her out even as the blows were coming, what took her out was the deepening sword of betrayal. That's what took Shaquela's spirit. She had already left that betrayal, that deep disappointment, that that is what took her. And so that's how deeply I looked into it. And that's because, she had no idea that she had paid for the entire trip for her murderers, her co-conspirators. And if you remember the Greek tragedies in literature class and lit class in high school and college, as Caesar walked into the room of all the senators, people who he when he walked in, people who he thought were his friends had no idea they were plotting to get him, and the other people were beating him, were stabbing him, and then that last stab, and he looked around and saw it was somebody who was his friend, Brutus, and that's where we get the term et tu, Brutus. That is what took Caesar's last breath, his own friend. And that is what broke me into pieces on the inside, knowing this how that young woman felt. Et tu, Brutus, her friend, et tu, Desjardins. And so when people asking, why would she fight? She was already gone spiritually. And that kind of betrayal does weaken you in a state like that, when you're like, well, nobody's coming to save me, nobody's coming to help me. The people around me are those who are supposed to be protecting me and being my friends. That's what took me so long. That's what took me so long to give thoughts on this situation. It was a terrible thing to see. And it was horrible. And you don't ever want to be in a situation where you're around somebody who's supposed to be your friends, and you look around and they're the main ones pointing the gun at you, the knife at you, or the main one who beating you. And that's what I saw. That's what took me so long to do commentary. I had to process that. I had to get in a place where I could talk about that. Because initially, when I was going to do a video on it, I have nothing but cuss words and phobic words, I'm telling you. But I was like, I'm not going to do that. Enough folks, they're doing it. I was telling y'all it was terrible. Whatever justice comes, she deserves it. And then somebody in some blogs had nerve to say, well, they did that because she supposedly got somebody's cousin or something killed. And so let me tell you how dirty it is. So y'all gonna let her pay for y'all little broke selves to come. You're gonna bring some parasites to paradise. And somehow we still wondering how in the world she ended up naked. I think there's a video going on around that talks about that. But the thing is, you got to be a jealous, weirdo coward for that. And then at first it was saying that maybe it was the possible trans or whatever. It doesn't matter what it is. I'm looking at the soullessness of it all. It could be trans, it could be a regular black females or whatever. I'm looking at the soullessness of it all. And then that sends a red flag to all of us. Look around you. People you think you're friends. Don't have a crowd of folks with you, especially somebody you barely know. Don't invite them to your private quarters, your private space in your life. You don't know what people coming from. We're living in some old rough or ugly times. No kind of common sense, no kind of heart for other people. I mean, how do you be that dirty? And then you expect nothing to happen to you? And then out y'all to beat the girl and Winter, what's her name? Winter Donovan. You ain't getting away with it either, heifer. You gonna allegedly, reportedly choke slammer. It's insane. And y'all thought y'all was gonna get away. So y'all thought that was just gonna pass, and rightfully so. The whole world was on your case, and they found you. You can't hide nowhere because social media ain't gonna let you hide, and social media sleuths are not gonna let y'all hide. All 5 of y'all asses. I heard they only put out one warrant for arrest for the main person, but I expect at least 5 more to be issued. All of them need their ass whoopers. And even that little punk that said he came over the next day and saw her there, I just rubbed her head, allegedly, reportedly. I rubbed her head and she wasn't feeling well. But y'all, and then you have the nerve to go to her parents' house, bring her luggage, but not her. It reminds me of that Kanika Jenkins situation that happened in Chicago like a couple years ago. Her friends riding around in her car. They get to the hotel room, all of a sudden, none of them know where she is, but they drove her car or her mama's car back to her mama, and mama asked, "Where's Kanika?" "We don't know where she is." That's the kind of bullshit I don't understand. What kind of mindset is that? Who's raising these jackasses? Who's raising these kind of people? What kind of generation is being raised? Where's the consciousness, the conscientiousness of today's generation? What kind of people are these? We just watched a whole week, 10, 11 episodes of a serious social psychopath called Jeffrey Dahmer. And the only difference is a lot of these people, they're just not killing and eating people. But that same sociopathic behavior, that same psychopathic consciousness is going through the mind and the cranial of a lot of people living today. There's something wrong with a lot of folks. There's something mentally wrong with people. How do you have the nerve to do that? Do you have to be born before 1995 to know that don't make no goddamn sense? You leave, you come with somebody, they get lost or they get killed, but you bring their luggage or their car back to their parents and expect the parents not to wonder, where the hell is my child? Wasn't he or she with y'all? Who does that? People throwing out the word narcissism. But we need to also throw out the word sociopathy and psychopathy. You know, we need to throw those words out as well. Somebody's half raising or not raising these bums and bumettes. You know, and it's a serious problem going on. Y'all stop planting the seeds of savagery in these damn toddlers. They're growing up to be terrible, disgusting, unfeeling, uncaring weirdos. Dangerous, savage weirdos. And so, you know, things are coming around and things are still progressing into to the direction of them finally getting what they deserve. But I have a question. You know, I saw what they termed it not as first-degree murder. They call it femicide. Get it? I guess a woman killed another woman. It's called femicide. I guess when men kill other men, they call it menticide, I guess. You know, call it murder. I understand what side is, but call it murder. Don't call it femicide. Call it murder. That's what the fuck it was. They still try to halfway give females a pass. Blatant murder. They didn't have to argue whether or not it's intentional or not. So, but I want to know, where are the feminists? Where are the feminist groups? Where are these women, as soon as a straight man says he don't want to date a fat woman, or he don't want to date a bald-headed woman, or he say women don't need to be in the military or something, all of a sudden you get a whole army of women attacking that man. Where in the hell are the blogs? Where are the protests? Where are the talking heads on Good Morning America, MSNBC? Where are the Tiffany Crosses? Where are they? Where are they to condemn these women who got together to murder this woman? Where's the black girl rocks? Where's the black girl magic? Oh, no, where are they? Let me get out the street here. Where are these women at who's supposed to be? Black women need protecting. Somebody needs to protect women. Where the hell are the women at? Why aren't y'all making these statements condemning these broads? You know, the same women that defend Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion's right to do a song called WAP. But just stop, what did it say? Stop policing black women's bodies. Where are the white feminists at? You know, where are these cis women and binary, non-binary? Where are these people at? Weirdos. Why aren't y'all condemning these women? Because that was heinous. That was direct. And the black on black crime folks, you be saying, man, black on black crime. Where y'all at to condemn these folks? I mean, the rest of us are on their ass. But where are the feminists? Where are the Dr. Brittany Coopers? Where are the Tiffany Cross? Where's the Joy Reid? Where are these feminists? We always have something to say about where black men go to travel in with their passports, or where black men go to listen to, if they listen to Kevin Samuels or Tariq Nasheed. Where the hell are the feminists? Hell. And that's what gets on my damn nerves, the hypocrisy of it all. Where are you, feminists? The black women are powerful. Black women are strong. Black women are leaving. The black women are going to change America. Women are ruling the world. Well, where the fuck are y'all? Because also, when y'all talking about black women need to be protected, they need to be protected from each other. You know, you a jealous broad. You gonna let her pay for your way to get over there and bring all these weirdo ass halfway masculine or no masculine or half gender ass dudes with you, and he had the nerve to record. Ooh, Quilla, you ain't gonna hit back. Do something, Quilla. Come on, what kind of dudes are these? Who's raising these Pineapple Express ass niggas? Where they come from? Where do these jelly belly, where these carrot riding, lame, soft ass tissue, charming tissue ass dudes come from? Whose household? If they say, whose men's is these? Because this is some weird stuff. It's weird. And I want to say, I'm finna go there, ladies and gentlemen. Because it just doesn't make any sense. This behavior needs to be checked. To all my pretty girls out there, attractive women, stop hanging out with ugly chicks. Even if you one of them cute girls, but you wear weave and you got tattooed, but you're still pretty and got body for days. Stop hanging out with ugly chicks. Because they're going to set you up. Because reportedly, allegedly, at first they were saying that she was talking to the Dejanay man and she got upset about it. And then they brought out supposedly she got somebody cut. All kinds of mess. But I'll just say, pretty women, stop going anywhere with ugly girls. Because they know they ugly. And then when they go, they be trying to get some action from dudes. But if you're a cute little something with these ugly chicks, trust me, they're seething on the inside. Stop hanging out. And also, you young women out here that think you got some kind of alliance with these gay men. You don't have an alliance, stupid. And I didn't want to go there. But it is very apparent that those dudes were gay men. If not extremely, the one that would say, "Ooh, Quayla, you ain't gonna hit back." I don't know too many straight men that behave that way, even talk like that. And then the other one, these weirdo dudes. Now I saw a video where a guy was talking about it. Said they all met up at Club Scorpio there in Charlotte. So I guess if I Google it, I'll probably discover that Scorpio is a LGBT community club. So, and you women, stop it with having the gay friends. That's stupid. Stop it. I don't understand it. And then a lot of y'all are friends with these trans chicks. I'm going to tell y'all what Dr. John Henry Clark told the black community in the 50s and the 60s. We have no friends. Ladies, y'all have no friends. Y'all can't hardly get along with regular biological women. How in the hell you think you're going to have a successful relationship or friendship with those who are trying to be you? Trans and the gay dudes. Hell. And that girl was surrounded by all of that. I don't think they debated whether or not it was a trans that beat her up, but I was just saying. Definitely some gay dudes. Nobody tried to break it up or nothing. They were all in on it. And so, ladies, y'all get yourselves together. Get yourselves together. Talk to these young women 16 to 25 years old. Teach them about this womanhood thing. Y'all need to be cool with other women, not the bitches, not the feminists, but other women. Because feminists ain't shit. Feminists love LGBT because they understand the chaos that come with it. And this young woman, just like a lot of people who live in the hood and the urban areas of America, they just down with everything. And ladies, y'all need to. I'm now finna make it a broader conversation. Ladies, you need to go to your men and apologize and atone for your behavior and all that the stereotypes and the mistrust. Man, black men, they protect black women. Well, you need to, because a lot of young women out here, and I agree with a lot what some of the brothers were saying in their blogs. A lot of young women, a lot of stuff is happening to you because you are unprotected. You don't have a boyfriend, you don't have a husband. You're running around here with other wild ass chicks. And stuff is happening to you. But then y'all believe that Jesus is your Lord and Savior. And he died on the cross for you. And y'all believe he brought the gospel. But did y'all know that part of the gospel that Jesus Christ brought, come on somebody. The part of the gospel that he brought was men to be with women. And the man is the hunter-gatherer, protector, provider. When you decide that I don't need no hunter-gatherer, protector, provider, black female, that's when you left yourself wide open for all of these attacks and these mishaps that occur in your life. Oh, glory. And I'm just telling you, You better try to make friends with somebody. Stop rolling your eyes and all this shit at perfectly normal, good black dudes. Don't no other race of men want y'all but us. We keep fighting it. Yeah, even we have to go to another country to get sisters. Don't nobody want y'all more than we do. Nobody wants you because God meant you for us. I mean, the straight black men, not the gay ones, not the bi, not all of that. And so y'all need to understand, you're going to continue to lose and things like this going to continue to happen because when women are left to their own devices, this kind of foolishness happens because everybody knows that women are not just good friends with each other like that. Not young women. Young women are all still in that competition to still see who's still thick and who's still fine, who can pull the most men. And you need to teach the new generation of young women, because I know a lot of you women 45 and up, y'all probably been married 20 years or settled to what you're doing, but y'all need to get together, older women 40 and up, to save these young girls, these young women 16 to 25 years old, and tell them, baby, you need to seek protection and seek comfort from a man, a real man, not what BET taught y'all. You know, hey Finesse, what's up? Not too late. You know, Evrika, thank you, good. But look, yeah, we need to teach these young women, because stuff like this gonna continue to happen. Y'all keep going on these all girls trips. Y'all keep going all these girls getaway, and about 8 or 9 of y'all, not a man in sight. Then y'all bring a man as a sissy. Y'all cut it out, ladies. That's not a good look. Get into, as the old preacher would say, y'all need to get into your Bible, get into your Quran, so it can teach you about womanhood and the natural way of things. Because you keep running around here single and unprotected, this is the kind of stuff that happens, not always with the men, but with each other. Y'all think we're always talking about how black men are killing each other. Black men are taking each other out, but I'm always looking on both sides. Women are taking each other out too. And there's stuff like this that's happening. This just happened to be recorded. And number 2, y'all see the women fighting each other all in South Beach, Miami, and fighting all in the Waffle House and fighting like dogs. You'll never hear now a whole group of women or feminists that come out and rebuke none of that behavior. Again, as soon as a man says something that y'all don't like about your weight or hair or weave or whatever, all of a sudden you get a whole army of women. But I can't get a whole army of women to fight these trans. I can't get a whole army of women to fight these gay men out here and sashay. Because all of it is against you. It doesn't hurt the men. It's against you. And all y'all women right here, I got a gay friend, okay. If he's a real man, any woman I meet next year, because after the COVID, I'm going to get back out there and start dating. If I find out that she has a gay male friend, we are no longer talking. Y'all heard it from me right now. If I find out, I meet a woman, I think she's beautiful, she's nice, you know, it's not going to go past a one night stand. Because I'm not playing with you people out here. We ain't going to have these connections. Hell, I already don't want, if I meet a black female, she got a bunch of white friends. But that ain't happening either. She might have one white friend she keep in touch with from college. No, I'm that dude. So she has a bunch of gay male friends. No. If I still think she fine, can get it, yes. But when we be dating as boyfriend and girlfriend, hell no. Because that's not how I roll. And I'm cool with everybody, but the foolishness has to stop. We need to stand up and do what you say your Quran tell you to do. Do what your Bible told you to do. I thought the Bible instructed us on how to behave. People, you know how people in high school and junior high school, when the teacher put the book on your desk and tell you that's what the assignment is coming out of, the first thing you do is put the damn book under your desk. That's what I'm saying. The foolishness. You know, and I'm just sad that happened to a young lady that way. And I'm just sad when it happens to anybody who find themselves surrounded, who they thought were their friends, but turns out to be the very main people who want to see you not succeed or see you gone. Hell, it happens to a lot of men as well. And I just hate it. And that's what took me so long to do this video. I had to get myself together before I talked about that. It was not about gossip for me. It was terrible. And I don't want to see that. I wouldn't want to see that happen to anybody. It's rough. It was rough to watch. And so, I think I'm trying to see if I hit on all the points before I got here. But yeah, sisters, y'all do better. And stop viewing every man as someone who can hurt you. Get yourself together. Get back in your woman spirit and start viewing a man as your protector, provider. And all of us, and they all not gonna make six figures, sweetheart. Your granddad didn't make no damn six figures. So how you think he need to make $150,000? And don't nobody care about how much money you make either, because it's about your nature. If you're a woman, it don't matter. Your money's just there. Yeah, you know what I mean? The women that's got PhDs and master degrees make $150,000 and can't no man stand them. Y'all better learn. But y'all hate Kevin Samuels for telling y'all that. Yeah, we knew this in the first place, but I guess he was able to use a platform to tell you out loud. Don't nobody care about you making all this money. If you're not nice, you're bitchy and fussy, nobody cares about your doctorate, your 2-story house, your nice car, your credit card. They don't care. You know who cares about that, ladies? Bums. And a lot of you pick bums because you can control a bum and a beta male good guy. You get to still be a bitch and yes hunty and boss bitch with a man. Who does that? Cause that's not what I'm about. I don't need no boss bitch as a girlfriend. I don't want no strong woman as a girlfriend. I don't want no independent bitch as a girl. I want a nice, sweet woman who happens to work. She might be the principal. She might be a professor, but that just happens to be her job. But she's sweet. She's cooperative. She's feminine, and she digs me. I don't care. Every time I hear that, you're a strong woman. I'm already turned off. All that means bitch to me. It means feminist, and it means bitch. She a strong woman, independent. Yes, auntie, boss bitch. Get away from me. Get away. Because my attitude goes bad really quickly when I'm around those kind of chicks. When I hear the language, I can't stand a smart mouth at all for no reason. Be a woman. Be nice. Be sweet. Now, if it ain't in you, please, I hope I never run across you. If you're not a normally, naturally sweet woman, please get away from me. I hope I don't run across you because I think you're attractive. But one thing about me, I'll pick up on it right away because I'm very sensitive to bitch. I am. And my whole body just shifts when I hear it. I say, okay, let me get my ass up out of here. Because she and I are not going to be talking long unless we can get a few drinks in our body and go home or go to the hotel and go work those drinks off. But as far as me and her space and dating her, oh, hell no. No way. So next year, next spring, summer, I'm back. I messed around and ate up everything these holidays, and Christmas ain't here yet, so I got to get myself together and get past the COVID stuff, this whole thing. And I'm 2023, y'all, I'll be back. So all you nice ladies with cute little shapes, size 0 to 7, 0 to 8, or you're 5'11", but you're a size 12. You might see a little 5'5" brother with that John Travolta of George Jefferson strut coming your way. How you doing? Let's try to prevent that kind of stuff. Teach our young women who to make friends with. Really vet your friends. Because these women, a lot of these young women out here got a whole lot of deep-seated anger and hatred for other women. And also, ladies, let me teach y'all something else. Teach your daughters, those of you who are my age in your late 40s and your early 50s that got young adult grown daughters in their 20s. If she yells about how she hates men, tell your daughter to stay away from her. Your daughter don't need to be with her. Because she's not very nice. Because it's not, just like if you're around a guy, tell us, if you're around a guy that hates women and all that, no man wants to be around him either. So y'all teach each other. If she hates men, keep your daughter away from around that little man-hating, horrible little witch. Because she might start trying to look at your daughter. Rico, that's homophobic. I don't even believe in that word, so you can keep it. The only word I believe, and that's a real word, it is black malephobia. There is a hatred and a fear of black men systematically and socially and politically in this country. They've passed laws, ordinances and everything else to try to suppress and oppress black male existence. Hell, even flat out murder. So, all the other phobias, go to hell. That stuff doesn't mean anything. Transphobic, fatophobic, homophobic, and what else? All this foolishness. Foolishness. And so, sexist. Nobody cares. But teach your daughters to make friends with real girls, biological girls. Tell your daughters don't surround themselves with all these other people. Let them be in their own groups. Let them hang out with each other. Your biological daughters, teach them, train them. If you got a 6-year-old little girl, teach her and train her like boys. You can also teach her how to stand up for herself and teach her some game and tricks of the trade. But don't train her to look at men as all men being tricks. And I'm talking to you fathers. Because y'all poison your daughters against men and sons harder than any group. They don't trust that nigga. He ain't this, he ain't that. But you might have been that same kind of dude when you was a young man. But you gonna not train your daughter. No, you train your daughters not to like dudes. Because you don't want to see her continue to blossom and grow up. Yeah. We need more girls that like men out here. All this feminist political foolishness out here. And the guys have had no other choice but to go elsewhere, leave the country with their passports, or talk to women of other cultures and other races in the country. Because we've taught black girls that they don't need each other, need nobody but each other, and that's why they all hugged up with one another. It's unnatural. And I don't have to go to church. I don't have to believe in any religion to understand God and nature. When you turn against each other, you're going to start going with each other. And that's what they're doing. Because one thing about nature, you're always going to want to feel the sense of love and compassion, be accepted and validated, and you want to express sexual appreciation. And when that's not happening with the opposite sex, guess what? You start turning within. And this is the foolishness. And so a lot of your daughters right here, well, I can't trust no men. My boyfriend in 10th grade, he broke my heart. And I hate these dudes. My boyfriend, when I was a freshman in college, he just really hurt me. So now you with a bunch of the brats. And they be the main ones breaking your account and breaking your jaw. Yeah, I said it. But anyway, I'm going to say this last thing, let y'all know that I do have a book that I've been selling. Well, a PDF short story. It's only $10. It's called The Greatest Pain Ever Felt. It's called Greatest Pain Ever Felt, Conversation with Absent Biological Dad Who Dared to Be Found, or Never Wanted to Be Found. It's only $10. PDF, it's in a PDF format, so if you decide to hit me on that Cash App at Rico the Opinionist, $ Rico the Opinionist, please send an email address. Only $10. And then if you get it, after you send an email address, I send it to you. If you get a chance to read it, hey, please hit me up and let me know what you think about it. Yeah. So anyway, thank y'all for listening. I'm on all social media, Facebook, TikTok, Twitter, Instagram. We'll keep in touch. But does anybody have anything they want to say though before I leave? Anybody else? You got any thoughts? Press that little green or red button and we'll talk about it. I got a couple of minutes before I go in and mess up these chili hot dogs. You hear me? Does anybody like to press a green button and talk? Is it blue or green? What color is that button? So who would like to get in on it and share their thoughts about what's going on? I'm open. What color is that damn thing? Right there in the middle there, I think it's blue or green or red. Blue or red. No. If you like to talk about it, go ahead. I'm going to sit down. So, whoever want to come in and talk. I want to hear your thoughts about the sequela situation. If you have questions for me, ask me anything about any subject under the sun. I'm open to hear it. So go ahead. Let me read some of y'all's comments here while I'm at it, because I was just talking. Let's see. Bring them in. Let's see. Eric Walker, what's up? David Brown was good. Tino Lucian was good. Mary Max, good. Hush. Greg Hume. Mary Max said there was a savage disrespect for human life. Tino Lucian says, rubbed her head, yeah, right. Then he put his hands on an orange. Bible weirdo. Mary Max says, according to the coroner, she was murdered that night, which means that she died when he claims to have rubbed her head. Little lying son of a bitch. Hold on, let me see. Cochise, what's up, man? What's good? It says see more. I can't see more. Kevin Jackson, but they're eating. He said, but they're eating souls. What's up, Kevin, man? Mary Max said, yes, sociopaths they are. Kevin repeated what I said, soulless. Jet Lucas, what's good? Kevin Jackson said, we're becoming a world of titles. Evrika, hey, sweetheart. Tino. Mary Max said she was the in crowd. Her financial and social status doesn't put her high up enough for those highfalutin Negroes. Okay. All right. Evrika's watching. Rico, you're right. Let me see. Finesse. Hello. Hey, Rico, I'm late. Hey, Finesse, what's good? Kevin Jackson, was the person killed? Yeah, the person died, Kevin. The woman. It was a woman. Kevin said the discussion was held at my saying she was really a he. Yeah, we had talked about all that. What Kevin say? An actual biological female. Mary Max corrected him. Thank you, Mary Max. Ivan Massey was good. Kevin said, what's up? So if anybody like to come in and say what's up while I'm here, I got a minute. Press that little green or red button. I want to hear your thoughts, or you can say, hey, Rico, what you said, but I don't know if I like that or not. I want to hear your thoughts. This is an open conversation. What are your thoughts about the Sequela Robinson? I know everybody's talked about it, but this is your chance to talk to me about it or to share with me your thoughts. So what do you think about it? The Sequela Robinson murder in Cabo, Mexico. Red, hit that little button there and I'd like to hear what y'all have to say. Okay, it's pretty nice over here. You can grab me a Chianti and chill over here. It's got chilly now, but definitely in the spring. Ooh, nice barbecue grill. And it's a whole little setup. So, I'm still reading messages. Kevin says, sup. Okay. Again, I do have a PDF short story. It's about 50 pages called "The Greatest Pain Ever Felt." Conversation with absent biological father who dared to be found. This is when I found out about my biological father at 22 years old. Y'all can read the story. It's pretty cool, according to those who've read it. $ Rico the Opinionist. Please, it's on the YouTube, on the Facebook page here. RICOTHEOPINIONIST, Rico the Opinionist. If you send it through the Cash App to $10, please hit me with an email address and I'll email it right to you. And if you decide to purchase it and you've got a chance to actually read it, get a chance to read it, I'd like to know what you think. Email me. I read all emails. Hit me back on the same email that you get the book from, and I want to hear what you think about it. I think my number's in that damn book too. You can even call me. Just don't be talking crazy. Because this will be the published book of 2023. Getting around to the world. We're going to hear this story. We're going to talk about it, dadgummit. But yeah, it's other stuff I want to talk about as well. But I just had to get this off my chest before I go ahead and knock these chili dogs completely down. So anybody else, before I go, hit that red or blue or green button and we can talk about it. Or I can come back later, we can talk about it. It's up to y'all. All right, well, be cool. We'll definitely talk in the future. I appreciate y'all listening to you, boy. We'll talk again in the future. Peace, y'all.